So I was having a really powerful conversation with Spirit this morning, and I was working through thinking about some of my own abandonment wounds and what that means for me and how it shows up in my life, right? And Spirit told me so clearly, it was such a profound message that I wanted to share it with y'all. And this message is for anybody, but I'm always thinking about what are the messages that I can give to Black single mothers, to the baby mamas, right? Who often our stories are shrouded in the narrative of neglect and abandonment, and the woman who couldn't secure the man to be there for her and the child or the children, right? And so oftentimes, there's a pathologizing that comes along with that. And we do feel abandoned, or we do feel neglected, or we do feel hurt. And so a part of how we remedy that wound of abandonment is, this is one of the ways. There's other messages that came through for me, but I'm not going to get into all of them. But part of how we remedy that is we have to have a perspective revolution. We have to have a perception revolution, meaning that how we perceive the abandonment, or if it even is abandonment in the first place, has to be something that we consider. Because Spirit told me that oftentimes we think that we've been abandoned when we've really been protected. Sometimes what looks like you've been left to do the hard work, the dirty work, is actually you being protected. Because we assume that life would be better with the father or with these other people there, but that's not necessarily true. You don't know what life would have looked like, because your ancestors, the God, the Most High, is actually protecting you from what might be worse outcomes if these different people, whoever it is, we're not just talking about baby daddies, but whoever it is, the outcomes might actually be worse, because maybe at that time it's not good for that person to be around. It's not good for you to be in that particular relationship. It wasn't meant for you to be with that particular person, because it would have led you from where God is calling you. So I really, again, not to be redundant, but just to be clear, I hear God saying we've not been abandoned. It feels like abandonment, but you've not been abandoned. You have been protected from shit that you can't even fathom. And that's how good God is. That's how good our ancestors is, right? Is that sometimes your protection means that you don't get what you want. You get what you need.